Good evening, everybody, and welcome
Hello.
to the Let's Talk Trek Christmas party. So this evening, to tickle your festive oyster, we have James, we have
Hello.
Carl,
Hello,
we have Mrs. Carl,
Mrs. Carl Wave,
and the young lady completing the thruple.
and
Now-
the young lady completing the fruggle. Please wave.
This is the Let's Talk Trek Christmas party. If anyone would like to hop on and say hello, please do. Here's a link I'm putting in the comments here, so you just literally just hop on the link and you can join the stream. You're welcome to stay on the stream, but if you're going to watch the film with us, it's essential that you have some headphones on. Otherwise, there will be some sort of feedback, which will ruin the experience for everyone else. But yeah, so here we are. We're going to have everyone's sort of 15 minutes or so. So this evening's film is going to be Die Hard, which literally literally translates into German as The Hard, which is quite cool. So we're gonna we're gonna watch The Hard, and then we're going to be kicking off at 9:15. So if you don't know where to get The Hard or Die Hard, it's streaming on Disney Plus. So you need to log into your Disney Plus account, get it queued up, ready to go, pause, ready to play, and then we'll do a bit of a countdown, and then we'll all press play and we'll watch the film together. Again, if you want to join in the stream, or just pop on and say hello before the film starts. Just pop on and say hello. There you go. Just click on and wish us and everyone else a Merry Christmas. It'll be lovely to see you. So we're going to get going in about 15 minutes. So while we're waiting for the 15 minutes to end, has everyone got their drinks and snacks ready? James, what have you got?
I've got our friend. That's just Hayes.
Oh, good. Well, you've got such excellent taste, sir. And Carl, what have you gone for? What have you gone for your drink, Carl?
I have a festive red.
Excellent taste, sir. Well done. Now, what have you got snack-wise? It looks like that you've got a tray there, Carl.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a because of my job. Obviously, we work a lot of the key dates over the festive period, so we're kind of treating this as a bit of a Christmas Eve for us. So we've got a party tea. We've got spring rolls, prawn toast, loaded skins, garlic bread.
Yeah,
all the fun of the fair.
Nice. I've got some festive nuts.
Oh, nice.
What have you got to eat?
Are your festive nuts still Britain's #1 nut?
Well, these are. You can tell these are for Christmas because literally on the ingredients list, everything is listed as either red or orange, which means it's going to kill me, which is quite good. So,
warning:
that which does not kill you makes you stronger.
Precisely. So we'll have a quick hello to. No one's logged on, which is kind of sad, but hey, let's say hello to.
If you stream
Vicky,
it,
hello, Vicky. Gary, how you doing, buddy?
Are you feeling better, Gary? You had the COVID, I think.
But might stay to. Oh dear, how come you can't watch the film? That's a terrible shame. Maybe they don't have Disney Plus in America. Hey,
no.
Marie, happy holidays. I've changed to Sky Fiber, but the router is not working. Oh no. I would offer to help you with that, but we only have 10 minutes before the stream starts, I'm afraid, Richard. So, but if you're still having trouble, I'll see if I can help you tomorrow. James, I need to send you. I don't think there's anything wrong with the effects you have, James, but you need to turn the volume down.
How's that?
That's better. Marvelous. And Gary still has COVID. That'll explain why he's not joined the stream, and we're grateful to you for that. Don't have Disney Plus. Oh dear. So interestingly, for our UK audience, guess what's more expensive than Netflix, than Prime, than Disney Plus?
I know this. Is it cocaine?
It's not cocaine, no. It's the BBC TV license that you are forced to pay for, even though there's nothing but utter codswallop on it.
I'm going to correct you there, Richard, because they gave us this.
And we're still paying for it.
Yes, but that's not available on iPlayer. You can't watch the back catalogue of LOLO on iPlayer, so
What?
yeah,
It's true.
not there. That's why it's on our Atlantic server to watch when you want it. Nah, come on. Sorry. Sorry.
Is there some news in the association football then?
Yes. The second half has just kicked off. It was 1-1. Manchester City scored straight away, and Liverpool have scored straight away as well. So it's 2-2 now. So
Wait, I thought that the Argentinians had won the football and the football was now finished.
No, the football now continues.
Well, it carries on.
Yeah.
Domestically.
Oh. Right, okay.
Right, so how we go? So it's 7 minutes past. We've got another 7 minutes for you to get your Disney Plus, get Die Hard prepped up and paused on your Disney Plus. If you want to pop on and say hello, you don't have to stay on for the duration of the entire film, but it'd be lovely if you wanted to pop on, just say hello and say Merry Christmas. Just click on the link. It's as easy as that. And just say hello. It'd be lovely to see you.
Who wants to see the sweater?
The sweater? Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Excellent.
What I've got on my wrist, look. Carl.
Oh, yeah.
Hans,
Yeah.
and the terrorists I've killed, look.
To do, kill one Hans. Yeah. So we've got a bit of a negative reaction to the what is this football vomit?
It's like
emoji.
rugby, but without the correct shaped ball.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. People choose not to follow football. They choose not to follow football. It's there we are.
Oh, look.
Is he notoriously sweaty?
He's notoriously not sweaty.
Not sweaty. How do we find out if he's sweaty or not? Should we ask a 15-year-old?
Now, as you know, no findings were made against Prince Andrew in any court of law.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh! Ouch. Oh, dear. One of the boys in the football got pushed over by another boy, and then he accidentally trod right on his Johnson. It was nasty. Oh, that really wasn't pleasant.
Do they still wear studs?
They still wear studs, yeah. They have molded studs these days. So, okay, right. So it's 9:10. If you'd like to watch along with us, please do get your Disney Plus fired up. Find Die Hard, or in German for Christoph, it will be called The Hard. And then just pause, and you'll be ready to go when we count down at 9:15.
So there's Die Hard, and then there's Das Boot.
Do you know how long Das Boot is? It's literally, if you want to see, I mean, it's great. It's one of the most
150 feet, isn't it?
It's
You
one
both?
of the, it's one of the most incredible pieces of television ever made. But it's literally 4 days long. You have to sit there for 4 days and watch these sweaty men huddled together in this sardine can.
Speaking of sweaty men, ladies and gentlemen, Shahwadi Wadi.
What's a shawadad wadi? A shawadad wadi?
Oh, look.
Well, hello. We've got a joiner. Hey, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
How you doing?
Hello, I'm all right, thank you. Is it just you guys?
And also the rest of the people that are watching online.
Yes, all the millions
wait.
and millions of viewers.
You've joined
Yeah.
the video stream.
Oh dear, did I join the wrong thing?
No,
No,
it's
no.
fine. It's great to pop on and say hello. If you want to stay on when we start the film, though, you will require a set of headphones.
Oh, I've got some in my bag.
Marvellous.
How are
Got
you guys?
4 minutes to get them. I'm full of cold still. I have been for weeks. I'm just fed up with it now. I wish I'd either get better or die. James is very sweaty, and Carl looks like he's fallen out with his girlfriend because he's only got one.
I had 2 a minute ago.
Yeah,
Christoph, can you help me with this? Is it true Germans have no word for fluffy?
This doesn't sound-
Iranu.
Right, I'm going to find my
Is that
headphones.
true, or must that be false?
Must be false.
Sounds like a new game segment for the Sunday show.
So, if Die Hard, the hard, what's German for hard? Is it Schweizer? 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 Well, Christoph, what's German for hard? I'm sure it's.
He's busy
Schweiz-
checking fluffy
Schweiz.
at the moment. Look,
Oh, it's. We can't just bat him all.
look how hard I am.
Schweizer. So it'd be Die Schweizer. Die Schweizer. Yes, Die Schweizer is German for Die Hard.
James, you knocked
Die
your own
Schweizer.
hat off.
Do it again.
Where's your appropriate sound effect and tankard?
Hang on. This?
Louder. That's
That's
better.
the one.
Yeah. Harder.
No.
God, hot in here.
Flaumig.
Flaumig. It's not as good as fluffy, is it? It doesn't sound as fluffy.
No, it doesn't.
There's no onomatopoeia there.
Yeah. Are you receiving us over? Joe?
Joe looks
Stop
like she's
looking at-
about to commit some kind
Yeah,
of
no, I'm
jewel
trying to
heist.
connect my. So I'm just trying to connect.
We can see the
my-
reflection in your glasses. That's Pornhub.
Busted.
It's like, have you seen the Alan Partridge film, Juliet Bravo? Is it that what it's called?
Alpha
I can't remember.
Papa.
That's it, Alpha Papa, yeah. He's sat there looking at pornography and he's got those sunglasses.
I'm trying to find the connection to connect my Bluetooth headphones to my computer.
We have 1 minute until we start the stream,
Plenty
Joe.
of time,
This is a bit like Crystal Maze now. I'm enjoying
isn't
this.
it?
Oh, hang on. How much time have we got?
Oh,
No
don't.
pressure, Joe, but the whole world is watching your technical prowess right now.
I actually don't know how to do it.
Boy, it's a good job we're
Stressing
on
me
Apple
out.
Watch
This
show.
music's stressful. I'm Googling how to do it.
Do we give Pal? Do we give Joe another minute, or do we start the film ruthlessly?
Absolutely brutal, right? Hold the volume plus button for 5 to 7 seconds.
Hang on, which button? Is it this button?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It should.
Those are
enter
headphones.
mode. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're in pairing mode. Beautiful, right.
I've been watching too much.
Right. Oh. Okay. Add.
Welcome to the Let's Talk Trek Christmas party.
I'll tell you what, though, Richard, you'll like this.
It's actually when you've got a cold, it's quite easy. Tell you what, it gets hot under your earphone, isn't it? When you've got ones that covers your whole ear. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed, I've got abnormally small ears. So the headphones cover half my head.
Ask the tech support above you. I would love to. I don't know why it's
Hello,
not.
I'm tech support.
Okay, tech support.
Really?
Yeah. Tech support with
Have you
buggers.
tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, done that. It's in pairing mode. What I don't understand is why it just won't. Why I can't see it.
Yep, you can, Christoph, please do. Click on the link and join in. We're
Yeah,
a bit
drop
late
on in,
starting.
Christoph.
Pop and say hello. We can leave Jo a couple more minutes just to see if she can work her
Feel to it.
Bluetooth thing there.
Maybe Hans has been at the connections with his chainsaw.
Well, not to open up a can of worms, gents, but neither of my compadres here have audio devices to hear you, sir. They're purely watching the film.
Does that mean I can
Anything
say?
you say has to be translated through me to them.
Okay. Let's see. Do either of them speak French?
Richard would like to know if either of you speak a foreign language, specifically French. No.
He didn't have to translate that, Carl.
Well, no, they
Oui,
couldn't hear you.
mais aujourd'hui, je parle français comme un vache
Well, translate's
espagnol.
probably the wrong word then. Interpret is probably a better word to use.
We're on. Can you hear me?
Hey, well, Christoph,
yes,
yes, we
Jo,
can
we
hear
can
you,
hear
Jo.
you.
Can you hear us?
I can. Look at that. So these are funky little aftershocks. They're bone conducting headphones. So they're for running, really.
Marvelous. How you doing, Christoph?
Good evening, Christoph.
Hi, I'm fine.
You're welcome to stay on and watch the film, but you must get some headphones on if you're going to. And we haven't got another 15 minutes to wait like we had to with Jo. And now
I
Jo's
suspect
gone
it wouldn't
anyway.
take Christoph 15 minutes to arrange this.
No, there's not a lot of action happening there. There's no headphones being placed on. Anyway, we've got to start the film because it's
Just
Yeah,
put your,
we really
put your
must.
microphone on mute, Christoph, and then we'll be fine.
I've been looking forward to this all week. We must
Okay.
not
I
delay.
needed a mince pie. It was
right.
necessary.
Okay, we've got our drinks, we've got our snacks. I'm going to start counting down from 20 now.
I shall
20.
mute my mic until it is
19.
vitally essential.
18,
This tastes as good as that
17,
weird cocktail James once
16,
instructed us to make.
15,
Which one?
It was the
14,
honey and
13,
spice thing that
12,
you only told us afterwards you need to be brewed
11,
for about 3 hours, and then he threw up.
10,
It was like in lockdown.
9,
It was such a long time ago.
8, 7, 6,
Oh,
5,
Rich is just slowly counting down.
4, 3,
Not in German either.
2, 1, and hit your play button now.
Wait, are you not streaming the film?
No, you have to log into the film on. We can't stream the film, Joe. We don't have the copyright for that.
That would be a little bit illegal of us, Joe.
It would be. At what platform is it on, please?
It's on Disney Plus.
Thank you. Just keep going.
We'll update you where we are with the timestamp, Joe. Don't worry. Plane just landed. I mean, we could act the film rather than stream it. We could.
What, we could carry it out through the medium of mime.
Yeah.
I can't even. I'm so stupid. This isn't even my house. I don't even know if they've got Disney. Right, let's figure it out.
Whose house are you in?
my parents-in-law, they've probably got Disney.
Girls,
It's probably my subscription.
Joe
I just
didn't
need to...
realise we weren't streaming the film. Would you mind acting it out as it's on screen for us?
This is just typical me.
No? Oh, sorry, that's a no, Joe. So you are going to have to find a source for the film.
Absolute rubbish. Right, I need a remote. I'll be back.
It sounds crazy.
I said Merry Christmas. You can hear sleigh bells. It's a Christmas film.
Christmas film. There's no doubt about it.
Look at him smoking in the airport. Okay, Joe, we're currently at 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
He smokes in the airport in such a masculine fashion.
I
I don't
know.
think I've ever seen anyone smoke a cigarette in such a manly way.
Remember, kids, smoking is cool.
Sorry, 2 minutes and 33, 2 minutes and 34, 2 minutes and 35.
I need to log into Disney. Give me a minute. I'll tell you when I'm ready. It took 10 minutes to find the Sky remote.
Hello, Pluto. I think the Nakatomi Corporation seems a lot of fun to work for, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Wayland Yutani, good employees too. Quite like
Yes,
Wayland
yeah,
Yutani.
they're very considerate.
Unfortunately, I think after this incident, they probably had a little bit of financial difficulty and are probably no longer trading.
Oh, they must have been.
I'm ready for a timestamp, please.
Okay, we are currently at 3:37, 3:38, 3:39, 3:40.
Oh, so unsensitive.
Oh,
No.
Christoph, are you okay, chap? Or did you have a tumble there?
No, I'm okay. I just tried to find my headset. Do you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Oh, perfect.
That is good.
What are you at again? 2.
Well, we've moved on from that.
Yeah,
Now
where
we're-
are you now?
4:12, 4:13, 4:14.
You're watching faster than me?
Normally it's James that watches faster than everyone else. Coming up to 4:30 in 3,
It's
2,
just
1.
I've got the Circle of Doom.
Oh,
Circle of Doom.
might I suggest skipping forward to a later date and then pressing pause and remembering
Yeah,
where
we'll
you've
do.
paused it, and then we'll shout
Yeah.
out when we reach that bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what's happening because
Yeah, I will mime it. So
that's fine because I don't know it very well because I've only watched it once before, and that was with you guys like last year before.
I think it was last year.
I think it was
Ow.
last year.
Holly Gennaro is terribly mean to Bruce Willis, and she turns down the photograph of him on her office mantle. What a stinker.
yeah, that'll teach him. Yeah.
Now he's walking through the airport with a ridiculously big teddy bear.
Now, someone's come to pick up a J. McClane, thus introducing us to the character's name.
And also to his chauffeur, Argo.
Is it not Alphonse?
Argo.
Ah, not Alphonse then.
They have a car phone.
Okay, what's your timestamp?
But it's pretty straightforward, Argyle. It's not a hard job. It tells you where he
We're
wants to
on
go.
6:15,
Oh, okay.
6:20.
In a car?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not just a car, Joe. A limo.
A limo nearly took me out today
Christoph,
in
I suspect
Birmingham.
we're getting a bit of
Really?
feedback from you because you're the only one without
You're
headphones.
being driven by a man called Argyle.
I don't know, but he was going. He was coming like on the other side of the road because he couldn't get around, so he just decided to drive down the wrong side of the road. There was also a guy eating McDonald's walking along the A38 in a 50 mile an hour, just weaving in and out.
It's
Dangerous
that time
days
of
in
year.
Birmingham. Yeah.
Well, if we're going that way, my dishwasher broke down this afternoon. I've injured my back getting the damn thing out of the fitted cabinet and trying to repair it. On top of my cold, bar humbug.
In other words, you thought she wasn't gonna make it out here, and she come falling up back to you. So why bother it back, right?
What hearing?
So where James realises he was supposed to be at work tonight and it's all a big mess.
I am at work. I'm on this computer working while I'm watching you on this computer and the film on that one.
Oh, I see, I've only got my laptop now. I haven't got my multiple screens and docking station.
James, are you genuinely going to have us all believe that you are triple screening right now?
Yeah.
Judith, I hope that's a good thing. If you're referring to the film, just let us know where you are and shout out once you've logged in, and we'll tell you what timestamp we're on.
Just in case the audience is wondering why my compadres here both in unison started shaking their head now. I was just confirming, and I know this is difficult to believe in this day and age, but they have never seen this film.
So who's never
I
seen
hadn't seen it till last year.
Who hasn't seen
My
it?
two compadres here, they have never seen Die Hard.
How young is your
greatest
wife?
Christmas film ever. How young is she? She is 8 years my junior.
So, what, like 21 or what? I don't know.
But Carl, you're a child. You're a child.
I beg your pardon, Joe.
Well, you know, you're young.
How old are you, Joe? I know you should never ask a lady this, but purely
Joe's not a lady.
confirmation. All right. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
You're a young'un.
No,
In fact,
what
you're probably the youngest
moisturizer
one.
do you use?
You're the youngest one on the
Me?
screen.
It's called Life.
You must live a charmed one then.
Freakish
Well,
ginger jeans.
very kind
that's
of you
what it
to
is.
say, Joe. Very kind indeed.
Important
No,
question
unfortunately,
here
Joe,
from
I am
Vicky,
3
Carl.
years your senior.
Yes, how was your wife aware that it was Christmas when she didn't know Die Hard and didn't watch it?
Well, I informed her after Sunday when we decided what day we were watching Die
Yeah.
Hard that it was therefore now officially Christmas because we had a date for the watch along.
God, look at that amazing touchscreen technology.
It's
It'll
incredible,
never
isn't
catch
it?
on, will it?
No, not a chance. No, I mean, some people said it was a thing of the future, but touchscreen? Nah.
How does he know where? How does that little computer thing know where the woman is at the moment?
It's like magic, isn't it, Joe?
I mean, no, I get it. These days, you just have your GPS, like you can track
It's
anybody.
Hollywood magic.
Because
I
you had
think
to
it's,
check back in
probably taking a best guess.
back in those days. So when they set this was cutting edge security for these buildings back then. This is a genuine thing, and you had to sign in to each floor. So when you got off the elevator, you would actually sign in as you got on, so they knew where you were in the building.
Yes, in my
To be
other
fair,
job,
does
I
it
have
now,
a swipe
doesn't it?
card that lets them know where I am in the building.
I had one at uni, tracked where you were. Yeah, I still have a swipe card that gets me in. What am I talking about? When I was at uni. I've got one now. I work in a university. I just swipe it whenever I go in a building.
You know
And
what I
every so
used to
often
get
you-
in PayPal, Joe?
How?
This.
Your face. Yeah,
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, you're the judge, aren't you?
Not yet.
I thought coroners were judges. Oh, sorry. No one heard me. It's fine.
Next, you'll be telling everyone about my unofficial job with the army, Joe. Stop it.
Well, Carl works for GCHQ, doesn't he? MI6.
Right,
Oh, no,
time to
wrong
stop
number.
spreading secrets.
Sorry, I won't mention that Dan's out on a secret mission tonight, James Bond style, then, which is why he's not here.
Joe, do you realise now that even now the number of millions of people that have tuned in here, how busy we're now going to be killing them all?
Can I recommend Bruce Willis to help you?
No, he does
Not a
it too
bad
messy.
shout.
We
I'm
like to
currently
retire them.
watching his resume.
Is this like the film that made him like a badass?
So he was in a romantic TV series called Moonlighting.
Ah, with
And-
Sybil Shepherd.
Yeah, and he didn't really have much. He wasn't like ripped, and honestly, if you look at the original posters of Die Hard, Bruce Willis isn't on any of them because they genuinely thought like if he was attached to the film, it wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't
He
an
was
actor.
very much considered a
Yeah.
comic TV actor at the time.
So they
wasn't
kept
he?
him. They actually kept it quiet that he was in it. He was
Wow.
really involved. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got
I'll have some
Netflix,
food
I
and
believe it's
cake.
on the Movies That Made Us series on Netflix, I believe, has a special on this one. It's very, very good to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. They take back Sergeant Powell to where they shot up his car, don't they?
See that
Are
meme
those
every
like
Christmas?
backdrops? Are they actually just stuck on in the studio?
Yes. No. It's not CGI. CGI back then would have been Pac-Man and like or Space Invaders. They use the same technology we use for the Riker beard sets.
What a head!
MDF.
I know. Does it for me.
Since I missed the beginning, is this his wife or his girlfriend or his ex or his?
It's his estranged wife.
Oh. She doesn't look like she wants to be
You have
that
to find a
estranged. She's not
word
cross
that
with
hadn't
him.
been suggested, didn't you, James?
That chap there, that chap is his prick with a beard.
He's a numpty.
It took beards a long time to recover from this.
If there are any estranged wives out there who are looking for legal assistance, do feel free to give me a call, but preferably not until January.
However, in the interest of, I don't know, every other channel seems to have to do it, other legal advisors are available.
Yeah, but why
We're
would you
not,
go to
we're
them?
not, we're not part of the totalitarian BBC. We can say what we want. Yeah, I'll divorce you if you want. I mean, if James can't divorce you, I'll kill your other half. How's that? And then James can pronounce them dead.
Richard, if you divorced Carl, I think he'd be so upset that you'd left him. He'd cry himself to sleep all Christmas.
Who wouldn't?
Reminds me, I've got to sign some death certificates this evening as well. Gosh.
It's brilliant. James and I have an understanding. If he fails to get a favourable judgment in court, I kill them, and then James signs the death certificate. It's an all-in-one service.
This is my mum.
Hi.
Hello, Joe's mum.
Joe's mum.
I
Hiya.
just can't remember if she's seen it or not.
Hello, Mrs. Joe's mum.
I think I might have
She's called Heather.
Hello, Heather.
You probably can't hear her.
Hello, Heather.
I'm in a headphones. What do you mean they don't look too impressed?
They're looking at me weirdly.
I'm very impressed. You raised an extremely good daughter. She thinks I'm younger than her even when I'm older.
Right, good night. Night, night. I don't want to be on the internet.
It's not Pornhub, tell her. It's just Let's Talk Trek.
Yes,
No,
this is.
lost
Don't
it.
worry, she's not on OnlyFans talking to her fans.
I didn't know. So genuinely, I didn't know what OnlyFans was,
No,
and I've gone on it, and I've found 3 people that I know. It's all a bit awkward.
Do you have to subscribe to that?
Yeah, I didn't. But I found 3 people I know. I was like, oh, flipping
Your
heck.
idea of our marriage.
She's gone to bed. She was up at 5:30 this morning.
Joe, you looked quite
Yeah.
shocked when I said that. I'd just like to tell our audience that one of them wasn't you. So I'm fully aware.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm on there with an alias, right?
One of them wasn't. No. What about the other 2?
You know that case about the teacher in Scotland that got put up a risque photo or something and got done?
More than that.
Oh, was it more than that? I didn't.
Apparently, I didn't look.
When I saw it, I just thought that absolutely stupid. There are certain professions, most of them, where it's probably not a good idea. But teaching is definitely top of that list.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you seen the lorry?
Although it got discovered by a parent, and it's like, so what was the parent doing?
Well, looking at pornography, that's perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but searching for school teachers, like...
She didn't. She
were
didn't
they
put herself
searching
up
for
as a school teacher. She was apparently using an alias.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how you would track down and find people you know on this site.
I thought you said you found...
Sounds like a research task, Richard.
I think so. We should spend a bit of time on this, James.
Okay. Well, I actually have some time off coming. I'm going to have at least 2 days off over Christmas.
Let's see if you can find me.
Now look at these guys coming into the building. They look like trouble, don't they?
Isn't that the limo driver?
No.
No.
He's down in the limo, hanging out, making some phone calls.
He's wearing the same jumper.
No, he's not. The limo driver
I'm
was
wearing my
Different
jumper.
characters, Joe.
I'm wearing the computer genius's jumper.
He does get to punch him in the face later, though.
Look at the computer he's using.
That's beautiful.
Is that the same as one of your 3, James?
This is the guy that goes out.
Hang
Is
on,
this the guy that goes out the window?
I sold James that computer for over £500.
I like the fact-
don't you?
I like the fact that this film has Star Trek noises in it.
It's great, isn't it? Oh, look, a hockey puck. Oh, no.
Oh,
It's a nice computer there, James.
Thanks.
I love mine because it's got one of those flip screens, so I can turn it at 300, like not 300, but 180 degrees and write on it. Which, if I'm teaching remotely or whatever, I can actually share the screen and then write on it. You'd be amazed how helpful that is.
Don't you just say, now, class, open your books at page 37?
No.
Oh.
There he is, Mr. Hans.
Partly
Huber.
because I teach university students, so they already have books in the same way. They have a reading list of many books, which none of them read. If you're on this call and you happen to be one of my students, I apologise for saying that. I'm sure you opened all of your books.
I remember.
I didn't really.
I remember having a chat with one of my lecturers, and he was convinced that because I did James. Well, James actually left university the year before I went, but James and I were both of the generation that did university pre-internet, and one of our lecturers was absolutely 100% convinced once the internet was widely available,
Nice.
none of his students.
Carl, 4 screens.
He was convinced none of his students would ever fail to do a reading because it would all be readily available. And we all laughed. We said, that's not why we don't do the readings. It's because we can't be asked.
Do you know what I love about that bit in the film? So he's just like closed all the gates and stopped all the escalators and everything like that using the computer. At the time, when I first watched this, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool to be able to do stuff like that? Well, now you can. You just say, like, I won't say it because I'm using one of the buds, but you just say, like, do this, and it does it in your own home.
Alexa, order £300 of whipped cream.
Fortunately, James, I'm on an earbud and it can't hear you.
That's for his OnlyFans next video, isn't it?
Just out of interest, while I'm on the earbud, are you guys getting any feedback from the film itself?
No?
Yeah. Oh,
You
so
are?
there is something.
I'll mute it and see if you still get it.
I don't believe this man is a Pacific Bell employee.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's.
Yeah,
employed
Carl,
by
I
the
can't
Pacific
hear
Bell.
it anymore. But
He's not
these are
employed
really
by Pacific
sensitive.
Bell, and I don't think
now-
he's qualified to do this wiring.
First-time viewers of the film, just remember the reason why John is stroking the carpet with his feet, and that this is key, that he's not wearing shoes later on.
See, James notices that I like how lush the towels looked.
They were quite nice, weren't they? Quite similar to the ones in my Airbnb, which, by the way, will be available to book from January onwards. If anyone needs a getaway by the sea.
It's an extremely nice B&B, completely segregated. It's very, very enclosed, and it's a lovely little accommodation. I've enjoyed it every time we've stayed.
Fantastic, yeah.
Comes with its own Malon freighter.
That's...
Don't forget, if anyone's looking for the ideal Christmas present, if you'd like to order from me, these Riker's Beard Isolinea chips, Royal Mail will deliver them within the next 2 years.
Do they actually do anything? Can I put them in my computer?
Oh yeah, that'll power up your warp core. That one, look.
Yes, but that particular one, Joe, when you insert it into the card reader, it breaks the card reader for you.
Wow, I like the red one. I can see Riker more clearly on the red one. Could just be the light. Oh, so bit upset.
This is when James calls me and says, "There's a problem at my office. Someone's been playing with the cabling."
Oh, there he is. No, he is. It's just a white t-shirt. The Riker's Beard mugs. I had one that was, the weird ones that got printed wrong with the wrong. It had like Riker's Beard on one side, and
Joe,
no, it's not that one. It had the Trekkie's Guide to the Galaxy. I've got that one, and I've got the one that that had Riker's Beard on one side, and it had the wrong thing printed on the other side. There was a few of them that had the wrong thing. Dan gave me it. It was like, oh, this is the wrong one. It's like something. I stupidly let someone else drink out of it.
Did they suddenly grow a beard?
No. They put it down outside because we were all having a cup of tea outside because, COVID and stuff. And I never saw it again. So someone in Loughborough was so excited by that sort of limited edition special Riker's Beard mug that isn't even like legit that it vanished.
We got our boobies out. Well, Christoph came back quickly then.
Yeah, just checking if I have a good or bad one.
Can someone explain why these guys are there? What they're trying to do? What's their point?
Well, this is the plot, Joe. If you watch it, it's slowly unveiled.
You'll find this out as the film progresses.
Yeah. Oh, we just know that they're there and shooting.
This is just the moment of confusion. Like, what's going on? I don't know, but it's really exciting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought they'd explained. I reckon that the reviews for this Christmas party, they're going to do their little Google form afterwards. What's your feedback? Excitement 5, terror 5, quality 0.
Air ducts 5.
Richard,
badass Bruce Willis.
An admin, for Joe's last comment of quality 0, were you able to boot her for 5 minutes?
No, I mean the party had a quality of 0. If you were a puncher at the...
Sorry, I can't hear you, Joe. Perhaps you can turn it up.
It's Professor Snape.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I forgot he was in that Harry nonsense.
It's the Professor against the dark arts.
He was the only thing that made that Harry Potter crap watchable. Oh, and who? No, there was someone else.
Oh, he's so excellent, Alan Rickman, though, isn't he?
He's lovely.
Oh, he's just awesome. It's not enough to be hammy acting, but it's so close.
But it's not. That's the thing. It's like it's on the edge, which makes it just.
Joseph Yoshinobu Takaki. I read about him in Time magazine.
Scholarship student, University of California, 1955. law degree, Stanford, 1962.
He's looking at him thinking, what a shit beard you've got there.
President of Nakatomi Trading, last chairman of Nakatomi Investment Group.
Those of
There's
you
definitely, I
with
can
me,
hear
enjoy
someone's
them.
definitely got feedback. No one touch anything. Let me mute you all. It's probably going to be me, isn't it?
It can't have been me because I was muted.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's not you. Not you. Not you.
Construction 33 computers.
Yeah, I can definitely hear music, the film from someone else while I'm muted.
Nice suit. John Phillips, London.
I have taught myself.
I can't work out who it is.
It's not that much.
Richard, I'm guessing you're logged as an admin. Can you mute us one by one to find out?
I just did, and it stayed. I know. Right.
Maybe it's Richard. Why don't you mute everybody
Right.
and turn them on one by one?
Christoph, it's not you. It's not you. It's not
I
you.
know.
I'm a celebrity.
I'm watching muted. Can't be me.
Joe, it might be you.
Interesting. Turn down the volume. Is that better?
Carl, it's not you. James, it's not you.
So it's me. That's quite impressive feat by my headphones.
Right, I'm going to go get more drink.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, your headphones.
The
aren't doing-
headphones, are they
On.
supposed to be putting the film into my ears
Yeah.
and then you guys... Oh, I have it the wrong way.
You can find Joe on OnlyFans where she earns her real money.
Ladies and gentlemen, a teacher of our next generation.
I don't teach computer science.
Thank
That's
God.
good to hear.
I'm not going to try and switch it over now. It's not going to work if I try and switch it over now. I'll just keep the volume down. I'm such an idiot. I'm going to put the subtitles on so I can hear it.
What have you got for your snacks there, Joe? I've got some nuts.
Well, this is key lime pie sour beer by Vault City, which is a bit of an acquired taste. You either like sour beers or you don't. I get them all from a very lovely pub.
Oh, Christoph's got
in
some
Loughborough.
cashew nuts, are they? I hope it's some
do
random
need some
German thing, like a horse's willy or something. What do you got?
I don't think Germans eat horses' willies.
Have you not seen Blackadder?
What was the question?
What have you got for a snack there, Christoph?
Peanuts.
Peanuts, same as me. Are they German? Well, presumably you're in Germany, so you must be German.
Yeah, Erdnüsse. Yeah.
What's this obsession with peanuts at Christmas? Personally, I go for the old Doritos and dips. Other chips are available.
Other chips are available, but they're crap, so you get Doritos.
Speaking of other chips, we have Boxing Day curry. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to open those yet, though.
Ooh, they look nice.
Well, you go to Home Bargains. They do a great. Well, normally they do a great range. I was very disappointed when we went today. Normally, every year we get the turkey and stuffing crisps and the pigs in blankets crisps. They didn't have any of those this year. All they had was Boxing Day curry.
I kit out all my Airbnb stuff with Home Bargains because they do the little So little bottles of wine and the little bottles of beer and.
We did have a bargain of the day win though at Tesco, following purchasing said chips. We got the 4-pack of dips that is usually £2.75, and knowing we were doing a watch along and wanted chips and dips, we saw them in the reduced section for 28p.
My goodness!
What an amazing bargain!
Is that how much food costs in the north? Because that would be like £27 down here.
I was surprised by the fuel price in the south.
Yeah.
So 171.3 today on the diesel.
All this sunshine.
That's a bargain.
Sunshine's not cheap down the south. We have to.
You have to find a common denominator in price comparisons. So I suggest we use Barrowmans.
Yeah. How many Barrowmans a litre?
Yes, but we've had to revalue Barrowmans, haven't we?
We did, yeah. I think they actually went up in value slightly, which was a little concerning.
Did they? I thought they went down.
I feel like they went up. I'm sure that I never used to value things in quite so few Barrowmans.
Oh. I thought, given that he can't sell any tickets and has had to cancel his tour.
You know what? I actually felt your pleasure when you pressed post on that. Even from such a great distance, I heard your giggle when you pressed send.
Look.
Hasn't he allegedly been flashing his gentleman's sausage about?
Is that legit? No.
Of course it is. Look, it's here. Look, right in front of you.
Hang on a minute, James. We can't see that properly. Let's just get a better...
It's not real because there's a spelling mistake.
Right. Hang on. That's gone wrong now.
You do realise that Knob has a silent K?
Oh, well, he's American.
Make James centre stage so that Joe can see.
Now let's have a look.
Ridiculous.
You could win this.
I'm surprised we're not watching that though.
That's what he's been accused of, isn't it? He's been getting his Thomas out. Is that right?
Look, there's the other subtitle.
Little John.
Well, actually, you can't win this because Alan Window wins all of these DVDs.
You see,
you got Whamageddon today.
So everyone on a Sunday when I manage to actually achieve my lifelong goal of being on our stream every Sunday, everyone will see my man cave with all the bits in the background. I can only imagine Alan's Barrowman cave. Filled with Barrowman memorabilia, adorning the walls and shelves. No offense, Alan.
I'd love to go to a random car boot sale and find Alan Window there with like a load of Barrowman memorabilia. Like really sort of going, go on, free for a £5 and really hawking it, you know.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on in the film because my sound is now so low I can't really hear it. Does it matter that I can't hear it?
You can put subtitles on. That'll help.
I can't, but Ben's about to do it for me.
And I love this bit where all the fire engines are on their way, and spoiler alert, but you'll see it in the next few seconds anyway. I love his reaction to this next bit. It makes me giggle every time. How gutted would you be when you see this?
Why is it bad for them?
They've gone for some donuts.
No, but why are they? Oh, they're leaving.
He's
not coming.
trying to get help.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise. I thought they were coming towards him.
Yeah, they were because he set the fire alarm off. But then the terrorists gave the
Is someone mansplaining the film to you?
Yes. I feel like the mansplaining needed to happen before I put the headphones on the wrong setting and before I forgot to even start the film.
The terrorist that just walked in here in the ridiculously tight grey joggers, he was a Bond henchman, wasn't he?
Oh, was he the guy with the razor wire on the watch?
The jogger.
The
He was the
Dawson.
jogger.
Yes,
Oh,
in Timothy
with
Dalton's first film,
everybody.
Living
Oh, yeah.
Daylights.
Yeah, he was the jogger.
Yeah.
We have
And,
nothing to declare.
so he wasn't-
It's
except
not that
the
he's being
cello.
typecast at all.
So no, he
But-
wasn't an actor. Him and the other chap, that's his brother, and quite a few of them, they're all ballet dancers. They weren't actors. Seriously, they're all ballet dancers. They weren't actors. They brought them in for it.
Hence, they're used to the tight joggers.
Got a tight arse, hasn't he?
Now be careful, boys. Circulars are dangerous.
Is
You know,
the
for a ballet
tattoo
dancer,
on
he's
Bruce
not a bad
Willis
actor.
legit or not? Is it real or is it like a add-on?
Is it a fugazi?
You are a policeman. There are rules for policemen. Love that line.
Right. So at home, Bruce Willis has applied that choke lock completely wrong. Everyone thinks a label lock, you should get your forearm under the throat. Doesn't work. Get your elbow literally vertical with the chin, and then you're cutting off the arteries, and then you're putting them to sleep. Choking someone actually takes quite a while. You can survive without your breath for a while, but you can't survive without blood to your brain for about 30 seconds, really. So if you get your elbow right round there, literally the elbow underneath the chin, then apply the choke, you'll put them to sleep in about 10, 20 seconds. Fun fact, kids.
Or Vulcan nerve pinch.
Vulcan nerve pinch.
Or the Vulcan death pinch.
Yeah, we don't like to do that, especially if they're, wearing jeans. In joggers it works, but not in jeans.
So, ladies and gentlemen, through the wonders of modern technology, my two associates here have now actually managed to connect, log on, and can both now hear you.
Bonjour.
Okay, but when you hear him speak to you, you have to acknowledge, you have to wave. Yeah, there's a delay, but you still have to acknowledge him. Richard said hello.
You have to wave. Like
Wave, because he can't hear you.
Oh, wow.
This guy looks a bit dead.
What's German for dead, Christoph?
Tot.
Dodd.
Tot.
Just like a more angry version of dead, then. Dead.
Really.
Yeah.
That Santa is creepy.
Interesting fact, small feet. Both of these ladies have extremely small feet, so those shoes probably would have fit them.
Why doesn't Bruce Willis get hold of a Santa costume and walk in and pretend to be ho, 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 I'm Santa, and then shoot everybody?
He doesn't have a
Where's he
costume
going to
handy.
get a Santa outfit while he's stuck in a lift on floor 32, Joe?
Well, because there was like a Santa there. I thought it was good, and then he smiled. I was like, oh, I must have seen a Santa outfit as well.
No one would
It's
shoot
not
down
part of the
Santa.
formula of this generation of action film.
Oh, Mr. Takagi.
I mean, technically, he did join them for the rest of his life. Because his life, it was like the rest of his life, and then he died because they've killed him. So he did, in fact, join them for the rest of his life.
Oh, here it comes, Joe. Get ready.
Now, our compadre this evening that couldn't join us, Dan, interesting fact here, people. He was told by his employer, a mobile phone network, popular mobile phone network, whose brand colours are predominantly Christmassy, i.e. red.
Vodafone.
That's the one. He was told he had to wear Christmas jumpers all weekend, one weekend at the start of December. He got one with that catchphrase on. Bravo, Dan.
All right. Okay.
Wait, they haven't said the
We
famous
salute
one, have
and
they?
miss you, Dan.
Yeah. Okay, so
No.
let's have your impressions then. We'll start with James.
Sorry, what impression of what?
Say you've now got a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, ready?
Yeah, go.
Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Well, you got the wrong way
James,
round,
wrong.
but it wasn't
Everyone
bad.
gets this wrong.
Yeah. Carl?
Now I have a machine gun too. Ho, ho, ho.
Very good. Christoph. I think Christoph's going to nail this.
I doubt it. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
That was brilliant. Come on, Joe, with your West Country accent. You can do this.
Oh, it's just now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Because it was Bruce Willis. It was Bruce Willis that said it, not the dead German dude.
No, it was Alan Rickman who said it.
Alan Rickman.
Joe.
You're watching the same film.
You can't transpose
you watching Harry
it onto
Potter?
the character that wrote it.
Oh,
Was that an impression of Bruce Willis writing it?
Oh, look,
we
it's
were reading it as if we were
it's one of
Bruce
the
Willis,
early
but with a
posters
German
for
accent.
Joe's
I was a bit
OnlyFans page there on that connection box. Did you see that?
confused. Is this the brother of the dead guy?
Yes.
I knew Theo hadn't gone to sleep tonight. He's off preparing a vault to blow up.
Sorry, but I'm not been paying attention to the comments here. Go, Joe. That's her name. Get you a cameo, James. Presumably from Barrowman. Okay. Yeah. Effective. Yeah.
I've been doing those, Richard. That's fine. We've been there.
Have you? In which case, I've been watching the film.
Why is this guy with the beard, this little guy, he's like, this is going to mess everything up? Like, he's the only one actually doing anything. You're just stood there being shot at. Like, how is he going to mess it up? Like, there's nothing to mess up. It's already messed up. That's a stupid line.
Richard, as Christmas Eve is Saturday, shall we go and find an office building somewhere and run around it with some machine guns?
I haven't got a machine gun. I've got an air rifle.
I've got a machine gun. Oh,
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Richard, now I have a machine gun.
Oh, drop me nuts.
Why do these 80s films make the women seem so stupid?
It's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because right at the beginning of the 80s, you had the first ever, in sociological terms, first film that was released that actually had a female lead that didn't have to identify as a woman, because you had Alien. And Alien came out with Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. And up until then, every single film that ever had a female lead, at some point in the film, she had to break down and cry or get emotional about something and kind of prove she's a woman. And it wasn't until Alien came along that female leads suddenly started to be able to be women without having to identify as the gender stereotype. And then, almost in rebellion to that, it all went quiet for like a whole decade because it was almost like Hollywood was pissed off with the fact that they'd done it. So, yeah, all the 80s action films, you had to have a woman in there to be the stupid damsel in distress. It was just essentially, it wouldn't work. And at some point, she had to either get her shirt wet or have her tits out. But luckily, we moved on from there. But it's just weird the way the backlash happened from that. Yes.
She was kind of like a spearhead for strong female leads, wasn't she?
She's the original. She really, I mean,
Yeah.
she was so good because, and a lot of it was down to her look as well, because she was so beautiful and she looked so physically imposing. You know, she was quite tall, she was athletic, and she had the whole package, and she could freaking act. You know, she had everything. It's a weird phenomenon that really laid, it's such a successful film, and you think it would kind of have dissolved the stereotype. But no, the backlash was quite the opposite. They kind of deliberately tried to dumb down women more because of it, because it did so well.
Now, all this machine gun fire on the roof would be quite audible to Sergeant Powell on the ground.
Not from that height, no.
Yes, it would.
No.
Yeah,
Around all
yeah,
those
no, it
buildings.
would.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No, it's going to be audible.
No, not at all.
You fired a gun, haven't you, Richard?
I've fired lots of guns. I've been very lucky
Yes,
in my
so you
life.
know they're quite loud.
Okay, how tall is it? How tall is that building?
I'm 5'7", and I've fired it. It was very loud. Now that building is much taller than me, so.
Okay, so it's a high-rise building. Give me a pen and paper. Let's do some physics. We'll work it out.
It's got nothing to echo off of, Joe. It's got nothing.
It doesn't have to echo. It can refract.
Yeah. So if they're shooting off the top of the building, the sound's just
Or
going to go up.
diffract, in fact.
Going to go up. So it's good. If you
That's literally not how it works, right?
That's
not how it works.
If you put the gun over the end of the building and started shooting, then the sound waves could travel downwards. But
sorry, Richard, are you suggesting sound only goes up like hot air?
Well, no, it goes down, but it doesn't go down so well through concrete. It travels
It
much
doesn't
better
need
through.
to. There's air. There's air that it can.
But there's concrete in the way of the air. There's lots of air
No,
above
there
it.
isn't, because there's air. There's air. Like, he's standing in the air, the police guy on the ground. So the vibrations created by the firing of the gun, they knock all the parts. It's how sound travels, and it's going to diffract out. He's going to be able to hear it on the floor.
What the hell
it's
did
too high
I
up.
miss?
Christoph agrees with me, Joe. Sorry.
Yep.
What did I miss?
We're talking
Gunfire.
about
And then suddenly I
sound
come back
from
in and
guns
there's a
travel.
raging argument about concrete.
Well, if you're firing shots at the top of the building, then the sound has to travel through a lot of concrete to reach the bottom of the building.
Yes,
Okay.
but Sergeant Powell is not at the
Well, he
bottom of the
wasn't
building.
firing
He's
off
in the
the
car
building. That's
Looking
not
up
Even
at
if,
the
he,
building.
even if he's at the bottom of the
He's
building,
outside.
it still travels through the air like this. Look.
That isn't how he was shooting, was it? He wasn't shooting off the end of the building.
But the sound vibrates off everything else on the top. Honestly, right, we're doing an experiment. I can't. I'm going to say I can't cope with the bad physics. I'm going to do some calculations. And I'm going to send them to you. In fact, I could probably do them now.
I'm going to stand on top of a high building with my air rifle.
An air rifle doesn't make the same noise.
So one thing, well, it's not.
You'd hear an air rifle as well.
So when I used to shoot pigeons,
If it was loud enough.
When I used to shoot pigeons at Canterbury Cathedral, I used to do a bit of burning control up on Canterbury Cathedral. You'd be surprised how little you could hear on the ground floor when people were shooting up. This is air rifles without silencers or anything. How little you could hear. It doesn't take long for the sound to dissipate and blend in with the background noise.
I can stop them, but what if they hear
sound
gunshots?
travels in all directions anyway.
But for how far and for how long before it dissipates?
Well, that depends on its intensity.
How high is Nakatomi Plaza?
Yeah, I think that is in fundamental, but it doesn't. Yes, the intensity of the sound, the decibels of the sound, the loudness, the amplitude is going to decrease as it travels. Okay, because energy is lost and it's proportional to energy. Yeah, based on direction. But you will still hear some of this noise at the bottom of the
floors. So that's 500 feet. So you've got 500 feet.
Meters, please. I'm a scientist.
Well, divide by 3, and that's about
150 meters.
Hey, look,
So-
Bruce Willis is in an air duct.
Well, you'd still be able to hear him crawling through it on the ground floor, according to Joe.
Here comes one of the great famous
That's
lines.
not what I
Love
said,
it.
but that might be true depending on the materials.
Should we get together and have a few laughs?
It's to do with energy loss. Whenever a wave travels, it loses some energy.
So, in all seriousness, when I used to shoot shotguns, which are very loud, you'd have roughly about a 50-meter concern zone where you had to be careful you weren't disturbing the public peace. So that's kind of like over rural ground, about 50 meters. You don't want people thinking, "Oh my God, there's guns going off." So 150 meters at the top with a lot of background noise.
But you would still hear it at 150 meters.
You hear it as a gunshot
You
noise?
just wouldn't be terrified at
I'm
100.
not sure you'd pick it up as a gun noise.
Gunfire will be heard about 1 mile to 2 miles away.
As discernible as gunfire. I mean,
Well, yeah, because gunfire has
Are we still on this?
Wind's going the right way, then yeah, that could help it.
But you do realise, but sound definitely travels in all directions. You understand that? It doesn't just go up.
It just doesn't travel
You did at one point say sound.
concrete, which you failed to understand.
Not actually true. Solids and
It doesn't
liquids
travel through
transfer
concrete very well.
sound energy better than a gas, which air is.
It's true, but they
Why
do
you-
also reduce its energies, Jim.
Yeah, they do, which is why actually concrete is a. Yeah.
Well, it's recognising the sound and not blending in with the rest of the city sounds, which is the premise of the film.
I could be wrong, but I feel we may have lost sight of what we're here for.
Well, we're here for gunshots.
I'm 2 pages into drafting a witness statement. Someone's going to pay for this.
Oh, it's my favourite bit coming up now.
You'll be glad to know that Ben's got so involved in this that he's found something for us to look at.
Ooh.
I've lost it though because he's got a phone.
How
I
about
don't
the film
understand.
Die Hard?
What film?
I'm now on the Romulan ale for the evening.
You can't see it. I think they're bored. I think they've decided
Ben
that
works
physics
with
isn't
people who've got
one.
access to machine guns. Can't he get some to stand on top of a building and just do a
He
practical
doesn't work
experiment?
with people with access to machine guns.
I thought he worked with the Navy.
Oh, he says he does. He actually says he does. No, he doesn't
No,
work for the Navy.
Ben, get him to go and stand on top of a building, loose off a few rounds, and we'll listen.
Right, okay, we're doing this. I'm happy to do an empirical experiment. Let's do some inquiry-based learning. I love it. Let's have a proper hypothesis and a method. And I am happy to take a machine gun to the top of a building that is 150 meters approximately tall. And we will
Joe,
put
this is
Richard
just a-
at the bottom.
This is
and see if
purely
we
and
can shoot
simply a
him
way
from the
for
top.
you to watch Die Hard.
I won't be able to hear it. My hearing's shot.
Well, we wouldn't use someone's hearing. We'd use a microphone to see if we could pick up the sound.
Well, you'd have to
Well, no,
assume
strictly
that.
speaking, you should get Sergeant Owl Powell coming out of a donut shop and see if he can hear the sound. That's the experiment.
We don't know the quality of his hearing. I mean, did he go to a loud concert last night? Wait, could he not hear it at the bottom, or could he? Because I
He
missed
didn't
that bit
hear
of the film.
Well,
Couldn't
that's
hear
the
it.
whole point of this argument. He should-
Could not hear it.
Yes, he could hear it, Joe. I'm wrong.
There's no subtitles with the German. It just says German.
Ah, schnell, Kartoffelkopf!
It's not German. It's a low series of German words.
Sorry, what was that, Christoph?
They don't talk German. They just have a series of loose,
Just
German
random sort
words.
of noise. Okay.
Random German-sounding words.
It's not that bad, but it's definitely not good German. I'm not sure if it's intentional or if they were too cheap to hire someone.
Handelsgesellschaft. That's one of my favorites.
No more table. I love that line. No more table.
Oh, right in the
Yes, he
Johnson.
didn't hesitate.
They don't like it up them, do they?
Doesn't even know the words.
I can't believe he didn't hear any of that gunfire. That's not.
I
that
think he's
far
deaf.
away. He's halfway up it. I think he's got tinnitus.
It's probably yeah, around gunshots quite a lot if he's an American policeman.
That ain't no wild goose chase.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I just love this limo driver. He's like, I'm just not on the phone. I'm just chilling. Right in the Christmas baubles.
0891 50 50 50.
Oh, that's not good. That car's a write-off.
You should see what happens to
Oh,
my
you
car
know-
when Claire
Do you
drives it.
think that's the same car they used in the Blues Brothers?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
They can even hear the gunshots through the radio now, Joe. Do you know? I reckon they turned the guns up.
Yeah, but the sound transmits through the radio in a completely different way.
Some guns have a silent, normal, or loud, and they turn them to loud.
Radio waves are electromagnetic waves. They transmit completely differently to sound.
They turn the guns up to 11.
Ah, but do they
Yeah.
travel as a wave or a particle or both?
Are you
Depends
looking
which
for,
model you're using. Just depends which model you're using. Physics is just models to describe phenomena that we observe.
Phenomena.
Mana. Do, 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 do.
Phenomenal.
Die Hard cannot be the best ever Christmas movie because of the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Don't forget Die Hard 2.
Yeah, Die Hard 2 is a good Christmas film. It's very kind of you.
The Muppet Christmas Carol is the best.
I like the one with Patrick Stewart the best.
Muppet Christmas Carol is the definitive.
That is
Christmas-
That is actually a brilliant rendition of it. Ooh, C4. Right next to my lit cigarette. It's not going well for Alan Rickman, is it?
This is at this point, it's actually all part of his plan. The FBI's involvement is actually essential to cracking the vault.
What FBI?
Oh, well,
Let's
Agents
not ruin
Johnson
it.
and Johnson are about to appear.
No
with their
relation.
talcum powder.
Carl, what happened to your wives? Oh, one of them's back.
They keep flitting in and out. It's very.
But I thought they'd never watched it before.
They've not. They don't have the same appreciation for movies as you and I.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the FBI.
FBI.
And I'm Ed Winchester.
Are you aware that you're not wearing any pants?
Do you think news presenters have like a suit underneath, or do you think they just wear comfy joggers?
I don't know. What you got underneath there, James?
They have nothing underneath that
Pajamas.
desk.
I've got Batman pajamas.
Have you got painted toenails?
No.
Christmas pajamas.
Hi, yes, my name's John. I'm 6'1". I'm white, and I love to tango.
This is my OnlyFans profile.
Hang on a minute. Didn't he kill him? Is that that was the table guy? The guy just said we've got to find him and shut him up. That was the table guy he just
No, it
killed
wasn't.
like 3 minutes ago. I'm sure it was.
It might be that they resequenced bits. I don't know. Hope nobody would notice. But I feel like people would have picked up on that before now.
It did look like him.
Where did that blood come from on his head? That was not there a minute ago. Yeah, but there was no blood on his head in the last scene.
Well, Joe, enjoy looking at Bruce Willis's vest because at different points in the film it gets more or less dirty.
Yeah. It would be white again, son.
Al.
We know a song about that, don't we, Richard?
What's that?
Call Me Al.
Yes, we do. Marvelous song. You can be my bodyguard.
That was the reference I was referring to. Well done. A point for you. Ben has just pointed out that the biggest issue with this movie is that Notre Dame did not play football on Christmas Eve 1988.
The security guard was watching a Notre Dame game.
However, the security guard
He's
is
got a fair
watching a
point.
Notre Dame
Let's
game.
shut it down. It's preposterous.
Did you like Google that, or did you know it?
It would never be playing on Christmas Eve in the 80s. The college football schedule. So
So
I
you-
Googled it to check. But I knew they
You knew they wouldn't be, nerd. Do college football play now?
They're in the gap between the end of the season and the.
In fact, I think he's a cop. Maybe not LAPD, but he's definitely a badge. How do you know that? A hunch. Things he said. Like being able
Is she about to ask her to go to the toilet, isn't she?
go on.
We have a pregnant woman out there. Relax, she's not due for a couple of weeks. But sitting on that rock isn't doing her back any good. So I would like permission to move her to one of the offices where there's a sofa.
Anyone else getting that feedback again?
Yes.
It's very
It's-
pronounced now.
That's the
I unmuted, sorry.
It's not the same as Bond, James Bond, is it?
It's quite different, actually.
Isn't he going to be driving?
It's
Yes,
the
it's
80s.
The 80s.
Joe.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Which the group apparently brought with them. According to official sources,
The police are really not very bright in this, are they?
Not a lot's changed since the 80s, honestly, Joe.
These are the
I
ones
don't
who
know.
want on Christmas Eve.
All my interactions with the police have been fine. We've been burgled a couple of times, and they've always turned up really quickly, sorted it out. Both times they actually, well, the first time they caught the guys, second time they figured out what happened to our car. Because the first lot weren't very bright. They stole a load of stuff. It was actually 5 days before Christmas. They stole all the Christmas presents, and left a trail of them to their mum's house, where they'd hid it all in a bin, along with a bag that they'd stolen from our house to use to cart the stuff, which happened to have Ben's gym card in it. So it was a bit of a slam dunk case.
But you wonder why
they
they
came
tend
back,
to life
didn't
of
they?
crime. No.
They came back whilst the alarm was going off as well, so they actually got caught in the house. Or in the back garden or something. They got like 11 months or something in jail. Second time they didn't catch the guys, but they knew who had done it, and they were actually very good. To be fair, the first time they did leave fingerprint powder all over the house, and the boiler had broken. It was a very stressful.
They refused to come out when they broke into my motorhome, and until my wife told them that I would go out to confront them. In which case, they said, "Your husband can't hurt them, otherwise we'll arrest them." And I ended up in my boxer shorts chasing them down the road with a roller pin, until I realised they were younger and fitter than me, and they were getting away. At which point I yelled, "Bring me back my sausages!" But they did eventually come out 2 days later. Sadly, later that night, 4 other motorhomes in our area were broken into because the police didn't come.
That's not so good.
You'll notice the police forces here are using an American-made M16 rifle compared to the terrorists who are using the much more efficient Heckler and Koch MP5.
Heckler and Koch, yeah. So this chap here, this is improvised, this scene. The actor just decided to do it. They missed it on the first take, so he re-improvised it for the next 2.
Who decided to improvise? This guy here.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten his name now. He's the baddie in like every Hong Kong footy film you ever saw.
But he's a goodie here.
No.
He's a terrorist.
I'm unaware of who's who. There's not much of a plot.
The thing is with that
everyone
scene,
is building
Nestle
apart from
Crunch
Bruce
Bar,
Willis
I
with a
used to
gun.
love
It's a
those.
terrorist.
But the police had gone in.
They're not in yet.
Why is the limo driver driving in? Oh, wait a minute, because
he's trying
he's
to
drunk,
out.
so he thinks it's a good idea.
He's been in all along.
He's going to go, "Hi, I'm your Uber."
He's definitely drunk, isn't he? There's some badass lights they've got there.
I just really wish one of those lights had had the bat symbol on it. Just one.
Was he not supposed to eat the
Candy
chocolate bar?
No, it was improvised by the actor.
It's probably peckish. Standing around all day waiting for his tiny part with no lines.
Is it just me sitting here wondering why they're using a MIG welder to open a glass door? I mean,
Why don't they
could
just
not-
kick it through?
they could just use it like a heavy object and smash the glass.
Or the fact that they've got assault rifles.
Shoot the glass.
That doesn't
Bond
look like
would just
just
use a single
wounding.
It worked for him. He shot straight through the glass. He's got the right idea.
The Batmobile.
More like Battlemobile.
It worked. Batman's turned up in his Batmobile.
Snell! Snell!
Zoom again, the table guy. He keeps popping back up.
Achtung!
Dead for ages. Are they still just shouting out random German words, Christoph? So no sense to this. We know what Schnell means.
It makes some sense.
Oh, it does make sense. Okay.
I dealt with a hilarious asylum claim involving a rocket launcher once.
I love how there's like one floating snowflake light on one lamppost just to remind people that it's at Christmas.
Well, what reminds me that it's Christmas is that it's Die Hard. Because it's a Christmas. So, because I'm watching Die Hard, I know it's Christmas. Did it again.
So are those supposed to be German?
Sorry,
I don't know who
Christoph.
they are.
Do you think the idea is that the terrorists are Germans?
Do you think that we're supposed to believe that they're Germans?
Yeah, no,
Well, I think it's
that's not believable.
No, the film to Americans pretty much European covers everything, so they could be speaking German, Icelandic, whatever. They wouldn't care as long as it's European and not English. Then it's all the same.
Yeah, I see.
Richard, do you remember when you met someone from Germany?
Yes.
Good day, mate.
Yeah. In his native tongue. Look, watch Bruce Willis here defy the laws of gravity by making something heavier so it drops quicker. Brilliant. See? Where's your physics now, Joe? That's obviously falling quicker because it's heavy.
I wasn't listening. I was checking Facebook. What did it say?
He needed something to drop quicker, so he made it heavier when he pushed it down the elevator shaft.
That's not the only component in the rate at which something drops.
Clearly,
You know what I'm going to do?
The film shows you that it's worked here.
The physics of Die
heavier
Hard.
drops quicker. Heavy.
So,
heavy
actually,
quicker.
All objects accelerate at the same rate, 9.81 meters per second squared.
Unless
initially,
unless you get a 1980s
don't forget
PC monitor and you type.
No, I'm about to, James.
Really
but Rich has introduced. So initially, they drop at 9.81 meters per second squared. And as they speed up, as they accelerate, their velocity increases, but that means that they then feel the effects of air resistance, and that's determined by their shape, not their weight. But depending on their shape, you get a different resultant force, which therefore changes the rate of acceleration, because acceleration is directly proportional to force.
Well, tying a monitor to a chair will change the shape of the chair. There's no denying it. But the critical factor here is obviously weight.
Of course it is, because if you have an increased weight, then the resultant force. So increasing your force, if you've got on the Earth, a metal feather and a
It's
feather
too late.
feather.
I've reeled her in, Gary.
Will hit the ground at different times. On the moon, they won't. Well, actually, everything of the same weight will hit the ground.
In a vacuum, they won't.
Yeah, in a vacuum on the moon. Apollo 15, they did it. They took a feather and a hammer, and they dropped it on the moon, and they hit the ground at the same time.
Oh, if I had a hammer,
it is much more to do with their resistance.
I'd drop
The
it
weight
on the
doesn't matter,
moon.
because mass is actually irrelevant, because they cancel out, because you've got GP and KE, so it's kinetic energy. Gravitational potential energy converts to kinetic energy, and the two equations both have mass in them, so they cancel out. So the mass is actually irrelevant. Unless you're not in a vacuum, in which case it becomes relevant, simply because it's to do with then it changes the greater your weight, the larger your resultant force will be, even with the same surface area. And I'm going to stop.
Do you know, if it's in a vacuum, mass would be relevant.
No, it's not relevant, because the gravitational potential energy, no.
Because it would generate its own, although very minor, gravitational field.
Oh, it's completely negligible.
Yeah, but it would be it would be a certain amount.
It's completely negligible. It would be like times 10 to the minus.
But it would still be a factor, surely. Sorry, James.
Technically, if you make everybody on the Earth stand on one hemisphere or something.
Please stop talking about gravity.
What was that?
If the UK switched to driving on the right, the day would get longer.
That's true. If the UK switched to driving on the right, the day would get ever so slightly longer. Because you change the rotational speed of the Earth. Let's not do that now. James looks like he's going to throw up.
You wouldn't be able to measure the difference.
And Richard looks like he's spoiling for a fight. Which worries me, because I've seen that face before. And
I just think it'd be more appropriate for the rest of the world to start driving on the left. They would have an even longer day.
What if everybody in the world jumped at the same time? What would happen?
If everybody in the world jumped at the same time and they were still spread equally around the surface of the globe.
What if everybody in the northern hemisphere jumped at the same time?
Most of them are in Southeast Asia, though, actually, so it would have an effect.
No, if they were spread evenly.
If
they were not spread evening, it would technically cause a little wobble.
What if everyone grew a beard?
What if everyone grew a beard? Absolutely no difference, other than the whole world would have a beard. It's called Movember.
That's more moustaches.
Maybe there's more moustaches.
I mean, would James and I then be less fashionable and have to shave our beards off?
I mean, a fashionable beard these days comes down to about the middle of your chest, doesn't it? No.
If everybody ran from west to east, would that slow down time?
It doesn't slow down time. Well, time is
time is relative. Time is relative, James.
Yeah, let's not go there. Have you ever watched some sci-fi series? Because they tend to talk about time in interesting ways. I can recommend some to you. Have you ever heard of Star Trek? Particularly good.
I saw a meme about it the other day when they said, look, where are you getting this science from? It's all bogus. And they said, no, I've got a pass. I just put the word quantum in front of anything, and then it's sci-fi.
A2 physics then is essentially, A-level physics is essentially just sci-fi then, right?
You got any kids back on your end?
I love these bonding moments.
They have a proper bromance, don't they, Richard?
Yeah. I like the way it pops up in the sequel as well.
Reminds me of yours and James's bromance, Richard.
Sorry, what's that?
I said their bromance on screen. It reminds me of you and James.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
Would I be John McClane and James would be Officer Powell?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be the
Without
right
a
way
doubt.
around. I think so.
Well, hang on, I'm taller.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
feel that Richard would be able to run around a floor barefoot with broken glass everywhere.
You said I'm soft just because I'm from the south.
Not at all. I'm saying you're more familiar with the law, as is Officer Powell.
It's true. I'm not only familiar with it, I am the law.
You know what? They should have figured out that this guy was a baddie just because he had the beard.
I know you think you're doing your job, John, and I can appreciate that, but you're just dragging this thing out. Look, no one gets out of here until these guys can.
This guy is like a baddie, isn't he?
That just ain't gonna happen.
I think he's just an arsehole. Alice.
No, so he's not.
Yeah, this guy's just a knob.
Is he
Everyone
John
works-
Barrowman?
Who
Everyone
uses
works
that
for
word in a
someone.
sentence, even in the fucking late 80s? It's like, capiche? No, you don't do it. He's a knob.
Tell me about it.
That coat doesn't look like it's been chilled.
That's what you're taking from this scene, Joe, that the Coke isn't chilled.
He's obviously done some deal to get like a Coke, but why would you not ask for a cold one? Like this warm Coke is nasty.
It's because he's a knob.
John, I think you can get with the program a little. The police are here now. It's their problem. Tell these guys what detonators are.
Imagine your last drink being a warm Coke.
Okay, now I understand why you highlighted the warmth of the Coke. That is a shit way to go.
How did he not get an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor? I mean, that's amazing from Officer Powell there. No, no.
Get to the chopper.
Wrong film, James.
If we don't go soon, there will be no one left to get to the chopper.
Again, wrong film.
There is no bathroom.
How do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger's rescue team would have rescued these hostages? By blowing up the entire building with the hostages in it? I mean, that's...
My men are a rescue team. We don't do this kind of work.
I could do with a miracle. Hands up, who else needs a miracle right now?
Miracle.
Good, not just me then.
I'm probably going to have to go and get my own wine, though.
Mm.
I'm here, John. I'm here. You gotta believe me, there's nothing we can do.
I think James makes a great Minnie Mouse.
I love you, Mickey.
You catch up.
Someone has really not thought about the title of their book there.
It's literally thought about.
Isn't that the Stockholm syndrome?
But also after like an hour.
It's also called Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Ben says yes, it is Stockholm syndrome. He just said exactly the same thing.
So he's a fraudulent expert.
The FBI is here now.
Sorry, guys, I won't be able to watch the rest of the film. I'm going to have to shoot off. Everything's all fine. I've just got something to attend to. So, good night, everyone. Love to see you all. Take care.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Richard.
He's just had a notification on OnlyFans, hasn't he? Ooh, lens flare.
Directed by J.J. Abrams. Same to you, Vicky.
No, don't be stupid. How did they get in this room together?
He's not that stupid, don't worry. So close to ham acting, it's brilliant.
His German was so bad, even the German couldn't understand it.
Yeah,
That's absolutely brilliant.
cheese them Finster, yeah. So bad.
I hope they've got proper insurance.
Probably be an exclusion for machine gun fire.
Oh no, this is going to hurt.
Carl is sponsored by L'Oreal.
Because he's worth it.
What's the matter, Powell? The LAPD got you pushing too many pencils?
I love the guy like down in the hole. It's like, hey, I know how to do this. Hey, everybody. Hello. Warp core online.
Wouldn't you have an magnetic seal fail to close rather than fail to open if the power is cut?
Yes, of course. And at least 2 backup batteries.
I wouldn't want to leave space dock without a second backup.
I mean, if there's an emergency power, this is going to be the thing that's run on emergency power, not the lights in the bathroom.
Americans are obsessed with asses, aren't they?
I thought he was Special Agent Johnson.
Yes, he was.
When did he get demoted?
Or maybe he just abbreviated it.
Not a chance. He's American. He's going to be like, I'm Special Agent, I'm Special Agent, I'm Special Agent.
I'm
We lost
super
Carl as
special.
well now.
Anyway, he's special again.
Depends who he's talking to.
Whose kids are in the Spanish house? What's happening?
That's the McLean's kids, John and Holly's.
Oh.
Ooh. That's a lot of C4.
The movie came out in July. Why would you start a Christmas movie in July? Crazy.
Yes.
Hey, why not? Some of the places I've worked, I've done a Christmas party on August bank holiday.
This guy just doesn't even care, does he? He's like, oh, we'll just lose a quarter of the hostages, not bothered. Do you think you can hear the helicopter blades on the ground?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous, you could hear. 150 feet away,
can you hear?
invisible.
I'm sorry, McLean's a little busy right now kicking ass. If I could take a message, I'll pass it on to him as soon as is possible.
Does the shirt ever go back on now, or is that it?
I think it's off now.
Yeah, I think he gets a little bit of gaffer tape on his back, but there's definitely no shirt.
Like this, look.
Did he kick the dude out the window yet? Like the Yippee-ki-yay moment? No.
That's the climax of the whole film.
Well, that's when he drops the giant guy onto Al Powell's car.
Yeah. And then it climaxes with the repetition from Hans.
Why is he shooting at all the hostages?
He was shooting to get people off
That's the FBI thinking they're shooting at a terrorist.
Yes, I know, but why was he shooting? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
He's trying to wave the helicopters away because the landing pads wired with.
Oh, because it's wired, yeah.
You keep saying that there's no plot to this film, and yet you seem to be unable to follow the plot.
There is no plot.
Plenty of plot, Joe.
I mean, the problem's probably I'm not really watching it.
How can you say there's no plot, Joe? This is full of plot.
Is he going to throw himself off the roof?
Yeah, which is completely unrealistic. It would kill him, but it makes for a good film.
The story in the second part is actually a little bit more logic. But in the 80s, those movies never went faster story-wise.
Here we go.
You'd hear that on the ground.
Are we sure?
Oh no. Oh, kick the window in, mate. This was not his best plan, was it?
He's still alive.
Oh, his feet are knackered, his back's knackered. He's going to need some serious stitches.
Okay. There's no way that weighs more than he does, which would be the only way it's pulling him out of the.
Maybe it does weigh more than he does.
What, that hose reel?
Yeah, maybe. We don't know what it's made of. Oh, he's in French now. Oh, I bet he's just got in that pool and been like, oh, yes. My feet, my sore feet, my sweat. Oh, no, this is bad.
Get to the job.
I think Special Agent Johnson is dead.
Which one, Johnson or Johnson? No relation.
I think Johnson and Johnson are both dead.
Love that comment. We're going to need some more FBI guys, I guess.
I'd just stay in the pool, mate. Stay at the spa, stay at the spa, stay at the spa. Another casual Christmas reminder.
Best Christmas party ever.
It's that dead fine rain that gets you wet dead quick.
Very northern there, Carl.
That limo driver just has no clue, does he?
He's getting better a little bit.
I like how every so often the background music just has a little bit of Christmassy tinkle.
Therefore,
just to remind
it
you, it's
qualifies to be the best Christmas film ever. Go on, Argyle, have him. What a waste of a good limo. And the worst punch ever.
It's a nice van as well.
I understand why they've gone from bad German to bad French.
Is there a bunch of European terrorists that speak a range of languages?
It's not Jesus. Although he does come at Christmas.
He was probably barefoot as well.
Probably more covered in blood or less. Don't know.
That's what it's all about. Fucking robbery. Why'd you have to do the whole building, Hans?
Well, when you steal $600, you can't just disappear. Yeah, but you steal 600 million. They will find you unless they think you're already dead. Put down. Take up. You got me. Still cowboy. Mr. McLean, Americans, all alive.
Please tell me he's got a gun strapped to the back of his head with that Christmas tape.
Scary Cooper.
Yes.
You have seen this film, haven't you?
Yeah, but it was again. I watched it with you guys, and we talked through it and drank wine. So there's seen and there's had on, sort of. Oh, that's literally what he's done. How clever. Oh, Frasier is so good. I really want to watch it
It's coming back.
again. Oh, this is the bit, isn't it?
Oh no! Here he goes. It's the moment, everyone.
Watch out.
Goes. Christmas.
That's not a hostage.
If you watch the aforementioned Netflix documentary, they didn't actually. Alan Rickman didn't know when they were going to let him fall during that stunt. Hence, the expression on his face is genuine.
Well,
Wait, I thought that's the bit where he yells "Yippee-ki-yay." Did I miss that?
That was early.
Oh, really? I wasn't watching, was I?
No.
That is a
That's why you
mess.
didn't follow the plot.
but he shouted again at the end of the second movie.
No.
These guys are going to go and get some donuts.
It's snowing. This is such a romantic movie. His wife's like, "What? What is this?"
Well, she turned down the photograph of them together. I mean, she doesn't love him.
But how long have you known this guy? All of 3 hours? Goodness sake. So let's just relate that. We are a Trek show at the end of the day. Let's relate this back. So Trek has the first interracial kiss on TV. Is this like the first interracial bromance ever shown from Hollywood?
Why not?
Yeah, I'll take that. Another reason it's one of the greatest Christmas films ever, then.
It's a story of redemption of Sergeant Powell as well.
Yeah.
Also, this music soundtrack you may have noticed is ripped off from The Search for Spock.
Yes, exceedingly so.
There's your Trek connection, Carl.
Absolutely. Love it. I suppose we had to make some sort of connection sooner or later. Oh, look, the limo. And since there's no place to go, make it so.
Well, there you go.
I feel Die Hard 2 is like just going to be exactly the same.
Haven't you
Isn't
seen it
it?
yet?
No.
Just more expensive.
Well,
Oh,
way
it's
more
brilliant.
expensive.
Got an airport in it. Oh.
you might find this a little bit of a spoiler alert, Joe, but it is exactly the same. But as Christoph mentioned, just with a slightly bigger budget.
Well, good.
In other city.
I don't know.
I've forgotten how many there are. There's 6 Die Hard films now.
Oh, something ridiculous like that, yes.
For goodness sake. Is it Bruce Willis in all of them?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Die Hard, Die
Yeah.
Harder, Die Hard.
No, Die Hard, Die
Vengeance.
Hard 2.
Die Hard 4.0,
Mm.
Die Hard Das Boot.
Die Hard Rides Again.
Die Hard,
Die
Die
Daytona,
Hard, the search.
Okay.
Die Hard, the search for Rickman.
Die Hard, The Search for More Cash.
Die
Yeah.
Hard Generations, which has the kids in
Mhm.
it. Die Hard Nemesis.
Die Hard Gruber Strikes Back.
And then they remake it and just call it Die Hard.
Yes, they'd reboot it and do them
More
all
lens
again.
All again. Die Hard Into Darkness.
The
It
fifth
works,
part,
doesn't it?
the fifth part in German has a title that is Keine Klingen. Ein guter Tag zum Sterben. A good day to die.
Or Good
It's
Day
Klingon,
to Die
yeah.
Harder.
It's the new Klingon catchphrase. A good day to die harder.
Yeah, today is a good day.
Today
to
is a
die
good
hard.
day to die hard.
What if Bruce Willis plays a Klingon sometime? And it would fit.
I mean,
Die
Bruce
soft,
Willis
the
playing a
Viagra years.
Klingon is not as ridiculous as the Discovery Klingons anyway, so...
We're not
Die
going
Hard
there at
Kelvin
this time of year,
timeline.
surely. This is the season of goodwill, Joe. Don't bring up something like that.
I apologise.
You say it's the season of goodwill, but not in the heady world of divorce law.
Ah, this is the season
Die
of quick,
Hard.
get everything done before next year.
Die Hard, Strange New Worlds.
I want this done by Christmas. Which one?
Yeah.
Die Hard, Lower Vault.
Yes, it's bizarre, isn't it? In my trade, everyone knows it's the busy time of year. In your trade, everyone's like, well, surely you're winding down at this point.
I'm pretty sure that divorce lawyers are in demand over this period.
Yeah.
Yes, this is when we wind up.
Gets worse in
Yes.
January, right?
I can do this for you before next year. It will only cost you triple.
Die Hard tie-dye. Die Hard red sock in the wash.
Oh dear. Oh, that must be tragic. Oh dear Lord.
Die Hard, The Wrath of Powell.
Wrath of Powell.
Literally, you could literally apply every. I can't find one that doesn't work. Die Hard, The Voyage Home. Die Hard.
Die
And no,
Hard, the undiscovered.
No, but it should be the revenge. Actually, it's the Revenge of Gruber, right? Revenge of
But it-
Gruber, and then Powell and McLean do the scene, but like the scene.
We have.
And then
You also
Someone
have.
shot the glass out.
Let's not forget in the series you have Die Hard 5, Die Hard 6, the undiscovered Twinkie.
Die Hard, The Final Bullet.
There's fewer changes you can make to Darkness and Beyond.
Yeah, Die Hard Beyond.
Yes.
Die Hard Beyond Belief. We made another one of these.
Just not into darkness, please. Thank you.
Die Hard back to Nakatomi.
Oh, so many possibilities.
I know. So either that means that this would be a really good franchise, or Star Trek really picked some pretty boring names.
Or just not necessarily boring, just overly generic.
Hmm.
Die Hard Return of Gruber. Hello, Bruce. I was just driving past in my little tank.
Bruce,
Voice in
I am
today.
your father.
Oh, dear. Well, as lovely as this has been, folks, I've got an extremely long weekend of work ahead of me, and unfortunately, I will have to bow out.
Yeah,
well,
I
I've
need
got
to
to
go
get this
'cause-
witness statement from 8 pages down to 4.
How are you? This may sound like a strange question, but how are you cutting down a witness statement by half?
Well, I'll take out the odd word here and there.
Why are you doing that? Because surely the statement should be as they gave it.
Because the direction says it must be no more than 4 pages long.
But surely you need to ask them to rewrite it.
Well, no, I'm going to have to judiciously edit it.
How are you allowed to do that? I don't understand,
'Cause-
like legally, how you're allowed to do that.
Well, because I'm
Because
the
he's like
representative.
Adam of Grayskull. He has the power.
I have the editing tools.
Oh wait, this is your no. You know what I mean. So this is one of your witnesses that you're calling. So you
No.
can
This is I'm not calling the witness. This is a client.
right. So you're editing your client's.
I'm editing her statement
Statement.
into something that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, dear viewer, if you've
Edmund-
ever wondered how our legal system works,
Well, the question is,
Trying
what I
to-
love is the
we
fact he's
employ
been doing
people like
this.
James to make
He's
it
been
more
doing this
convenient.
while, but he's been doing it while he's been watching Die Hard and talking to us, and you know he's going to bill every single hour of the season.
It just
Damn
goes
right,
to prove
I
that
would
as a
if I
man
could.
I can multitask.
No, it proves that this is what lawyers really do. They bill. Did you mute me or did I click mute by accident?
I think you clicked it by accident,
No, I was going to say
proving James's point of multitasking.
There's the other part of the legal system, people creating faux outrage over something that's completely made up.
What, me?
Yeah. Oh, you muted me. Oh no, maybe I did it to myself.
I mean, I think there's very many problems with our legal system, but I'm not sure James is the primary problem.
Oh no, not at all. No, I think he's merely a cog in the works. A very clever and comical cog, but a cog nonetheless.
You're a
I
cog.
was-
How dare you?
So I know, James, are you a solicitor or a barrister? You're a solicitor, yeah?
Yes, I am.
You're both. You're
No,
both.
I'm a solicitor.
You're a solicitor.
I work
I
for a
would
living.
say, I do. Like I know a few lawyers. They all do seem to work pretty hard, and they don't seem to get holidays.
No,
Like
well, we're not teachers, Joe.
But James is
neither
working
am
whilst
I anymore.
watching Die Hard, therefore he cannot have holidays.
I don't teach anymore.
I've promised all my staff that we can watch
This is my
Top Gun
first
tomorrow.
year.
Oh,
This
is
this
that
is my
like when you
first
were at
year
school and
without
you used to be allowed to watch a
the
film on the
holidays.
last day of
Yes.
the term?
I've said, everyone, you've got a choice. You can either work until 5 o'clock, or you can clock off early, but you have to watch Top Gun. And when they
That's
say, "Oh,
my
can we
sort
go
of
home?"
employer.
No, you can work or you can watch Top Gun. There's no middle ground.
Yeah. You got any apprenticeship vacancies open, James?
No.
Oh, you're not interested in opening like a northern office, are you?
Well, I don't want to be paid in whippets.
We had
I was thinking more ferrets.
We had a staff Christmas do in London 2 weeks ago. I didn't really know anybody because we're a remote staff. And we went out in London and I couldn't tell you where we went at all. I've got no idea. It was
like when I took Richard to London and he had no idea of how to get around anywhere. I mean, literally, he didn't understand how the underground worked.
Oh
I
dear.
feel like Richard is quite an old man. You'd have fit in well in kind of Victorian era times.
You would have done. Now, listen, who is
politics?
Oh,
His politics would have been very left wing at the time, though.
who is operating the stream?
Not me.
Technically,
I'm not the host.
Well, when I last dropped out, I logged back in as a host, as Richard was the original host. So technically, I'm now the host, but I am going to have to log out myself in a moment.
Yes, I've got to go and I've got to do and send somebody a bill.
You've got to continue editing witness statements.
Yeah, and then sign some death certificates.
If whoever it is actually works out that you know, if who it is happens to be watching this stream, you're going to get not paid.
Oh, they're not going to be watching this stream. I'm fairly confident.
Wow,
of that.
my English isn't very good.
Don't talk us down like that, James.
Yeah.
I mean, according to our viewership figures, there's only 200,000 people watching at the moment.
Well, to be fair, that's a minor audience compared to what we're used to.
Yeah. For our Sunday night stream, we're normally in the millions.
Yeah, it's because I'm here. They took one look and went, I'm not watching this crap.
She can't even.
They aren't even showing the film.
For the first 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, funny. Yeah, she didn't even realise you had to actually watch the film.
What, you're not streaming it?
It's been a long few days trying to work and have the kids at home, which means I worked and my husband looked after the kids really, and is therefore
Good show.
the piece. He's managed to delete his entire email inbox today by accident. And spent the whole day trying to recover his emails. No. It's just going to be pictures of John Barrowman's knob, isn't it?
Oh dear. Right, well, I'm going to shoot then, guys, and unfortunately, as I am actually the host, that will end the stream, I'm afraid.
Oh, so, hang on. Right.
James, do you have an appropriate sound effect for this?
Let me see what I can find. No?
Sounds like a cross between Ghostbusters and Knight Rider.
It sounds like an ultrasound scan.
I'd be worried if that was an ultrasound scan.
Oh, hang on. This one.
I think we amused my compadres there. They both started to giggle. Good show, folks. Right, good night. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy yourselves. If I don't see you before, have a pleasant New Year as well.
Bye, everyone.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Bye, thanks.